Hi and welcome. Thanks for joining us as we take this opportunity to look at how we can utilise Office 365 on our iPads. So let's get started with today's lesson. So let's take a look at how we can just get started with Flipgrid. Now this isn't a full-on feature review of everything you can do. We're just going to take a look at how you access it and some of the ways that you can just get started with it nice and quickly. But there are lots and lots of fantastic videos on how to use Flipgrid in your classroom that you can check out. Just need to search on Twitter or on YouTube or on Flipgrid's own website. So first thing we're going to do is navigate to the Flipgrid app, which is this one here with the plus. And you notice it kind of goes straight in. I've already logged in with my account. But at this point, this is really how you access the learning. So you have join codes, and you would go, or you could scan a code. So that's how the app works. From the educator point of view, we're actually going to go to the three dots here and go to the educator dashboard. First thing it's going to ask you to do is sign in. I've already signed into mine. We're just going to go through the anatomy of what the site looks like and how to very quickly get started. So there's a couple of things that you can do to get started. We can create a group, which would be kind of like your class where you would have all of that information. Or in the latest update, you can just go straight into making a topic. So that's what we're going to look at in this video, because that's the quick way to just get going with Flipgrid. So I'm going to go to add a topic. Within this, I add in the title of my topic. What is it that I want the students to be able to do? So it might be, make a paper plane, or build a tower, or reflect on your learning today, or whatever it might be. You then give the actual question. So what do you want them to do? Make a 30-second video that shows me how well you've learnt trigonometry, whatever it might be. You then choose your recording time. Now this bit's important. You can set how long they have. And this is a great skill for learners to be able to develop in themselves when they think about, how to be concise in their talking, but you might actually want it to be a proper presentation. So you can up it all the way up to 10 minutes long. So think about how long you want that to be. And then what's also really, really useful is we talk about accessibility a lot and making sure that all the learning is accessible to all of your learners at any time, is obviously have your closed captions set to your language. So I'm in the United Kingdom, so I'm going to set it to English UK. This next section is an important section depending on how your students might be using it, whether they're familiar with using it, how much you trust them, I guess, to some extent. And that's moderation. Now, it's set at the moment to not have moderation, which means when students respond to Flipgrid with a video, anybody will be able to see it who's part of that topic if they've got access, which means if all of my class are in this topic, then anybody can upload a video within that group and everyone will be able to see that video. Now, you might have some worries about that. You might want to sort of train the students into thinking digitally literate and their kind of social aspect of this. Anybody will be able to see it. So that social responsibility, digital awareness online. So we might just turn on the video moderation. That means that I'm going to see the videos before they go out to the students. You then have the option to kind of have this media input. So how do you want to launch this to the students? Now, it's a great way to engage them. You could just write it as a series of instructions, but it's great to also have a video there. One, from accessibility, and two, it's a lot more engaging to have somebody excited about a video as opposed to just having the words. So there's lots and lots of ways that you can add them in. You can record a video directly in Flipgrid. You can upload a video that you might have created somewhere else. It might be a prompt that you found on YouTube or Vimeo. It could just be a picture, with the content on in a nice way. You could add in a GIF. We know that students respond well to GIFs and emojis, but also lots of other places where you can add in that information from. So play around and think about how you want to kind of incite your students to want to learn more. The next thing then is, how are they going to access it? Is it a private group that you only want certain individuals to access? If so, they can access it with a student email, and you can add in here the allowed emails based on the part that comes after the @ sign. So that might be your school URL. So only students in your school will be able to access it. If students don't have emails, you can then also create students' accounts for them. So with your younger students who might not have emails, you can create this for them, and they will have this kind of access through here. Also, add in a password if you want them to have a password, but again, that is optional. You don't necessarily have to have it. So that's it. That's how you set up a topic. If I jump back to discussion, here's some topics that I've played around with. This is just a fun, silly little one. The topic is to say hello. I've got my little GIF here of the bear sort of giving us a wave, and it's just simple instructions, say hi. And then what the students would do is they would add their response into that topic. So if we go back to this, I'm going to copy this code. And let's jump back to Flipgrid and we'll show the process. I just type that code in here. And tap go. Takes me to the sign up. Now this is a critical part. I've said that we need to have an email in order to join this class, so therefore I need to sign in. You don't want anybody in the internet being able to access your student classes, so I'm just going to quickly sign in. Again, beauty of doing this on my iPad is it's all saved, so I can jump in pretty quickly. There we go. And it takes me to that class where I can record a response. And you see I've already recorded a couple of responses as part of demos that I've done. In order to do that, we tap on record a response. We have our video page open here, and there are lots of different effects that you can add in through this. And the best advice to give to students is play. Let them play. Let them just play around with the filters and how they can change the look of this. Play around with the text that can go on it. Play around with the different boards that you might want to draw on. There's so much that you can do in this, and really is just a lot of fun to allow students to kind of just express themselves and have a go at what they're doing. We get our timer in the top corner here. It tells me how long I've got left to record. When we've recorded, we tap on the tick. So I'm just going to record something, me talking. Tap on the tick. So I'm just going to record something, me talking. There you go. Tap the tick again. Take a selfie. So I'm just going to record something, me talking. Upload that, and then upload. It's just a few clicks, and then your video is ready to go. That video now is on my screen for other people to be able to look at. And then if I, as the teacher, want to respond to it, I can add a comment. And again, just record my own video. That's going to end up with this kind of video response system. One person shares something, someone gives a video feedback, and then it can build and build and build. Again, so many different uses for this. This is just really a how-to guide to get started. So there we go. How to just get set up with Flipgrid, how to have a go with your students, and how your students can engage through video to share their thoughts.